What's goody, everyone? It is I, Ruff, here, coming at you with the penultimate episode, I guess, of Batman Arkham Asylum. The episode where we find all of the riddles that are scattered across Arkham Asylum. First, you might have noticed at the end of the last video, I got an upgrade, so we're gonna just do that. We got the multiple frequency detonator. We're gonna be getting all of the upgrades, all the riddles, all the trophies, etc., etc. There's gonna be a lot of, cuts in this video. It took me a while to sort of do that, but, this is my first time doing anything like that. So if you can see right here, all of the riddles that are around, we're just gonna be going through all of them. The riddles that I get are sort of gonna be in close proximity to one another, so, if you don't actually recognize the area, just go through, I guess, all of them. See, that's where it is. Okay, I didn't remember that I showed that. But, you just go through the map, if you've watched the playthrough up to this point, you'll kind of know where I've left all of them. And so, yeah, I didn't want to, do this live because, bulk recordings, that's right, bulk recordings. Oh, well, the glass, I didn't even notice the glass popped into the air. Yeah, all recordings of riddles, it took me legit 3 hours to do between 2 recordings. So, yeah, it was a lot of work, but, I made it happen. If I would have shown everything, it probably would have been, immensely longer, and I wanted this to be one whole episode. So yeah, I could have gotten a lot of these riddles, like this one, a lot earlier, because I got the cryptographic sequencer, but I decided to just stave it off to the end, just so I could focus on actually finishing the story. And I knew that I could kind of all wrap all these riddles and stuff up in one video, so I figured as much to do that. Right here we got Vote Harvey Dent for District Attorney stickers. I don't know why he has that there, because, shouldn't he have been, that should be, years ago, because we know he's already toothpaste in this universe. Now we have the last recording right here. Oof. I thought that, okay, wait, I got confused. I thought I got the fourth one, or I thought I didn't get the fourth one already. Oh, no, I did, yeah, I got that in one of the previous videos. So, I'll try not to talk over these things, but, you have the subtitles there. We kind of already knew that this was happening, though. This is, since we could have gotten this a while ago, we kind of already knew what the whole story with Dr. Young is. You're probably meant to get this a lot earlier than I did, but it still tells the same story. As Joker chastises her about saying things about his childhood.
Another lie.
Sorry, I just had to take a sip. I'm gonna be talking for about 40 minutes here, so, actually, it looks like it says 45. So yeah. We're gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna probably need to take drinks and such. But yeah. We're gonna be getting all of the last patient interviews that we didn't get. And we're also gonna be getting all of the Chronicles of Arkham. The Chronicles of Arkham are actually gonna be what ends this video off. And also, we could have gotten this one in particular when we got the original Batclaw, but the one right there, right next to it, is only available when you can get the Ultra Batclaw. Now, I gotta say, I didn't really think I mentioned it in the playthrough, but, you gotta really tap X, a bunch in order to actually, get the Batclaw thing to go. So, it actually, if you do it slowly, it won't actually do it, as fast as you'd like it. That makes sense. So anyways, right there, we're showing that I'm going to be going into the intensive care unit. That's my first building that I want to clear. It's also the first building that we went into in the entire game, so it makes sense, right? Alright, after you go through maintenance, and you go to, that first big area, this was, kind of like when we exited the first big stealth section. This was the door that it led to, and we couldn't actually get this. And I could have gotten this a while ago, but I didn't want to go back searching and stuff like that. And I left this in because Batman's doing a little jig. He's getting down funky with his bad self. Also, I'm going to be leaving in a bunch of the TVs that I got. I'm pretty sure I got every TV, though. I am not entirely sure. But I left it in just because a part of our journey here is getting all the TVs in Arkham destroyed. So I figured, I kind of have to show that off just as much as anything, really. You need the amplified cryptographic sequencer to get that, because it's up the stairs. And here we have another interview tape. I believe this is a Harley Quinn interview tape.
Care to tell me how these got in my office?
Which all of these are actually, like, directly, like, from the animated series. The original Batman animated series. I'm pretty sure, anyway. I haven't made it up to that episode in, the animated series on HBO Max. Because I believe the episode where all of this stuff gets explained is actually the last one that they have on there. Mad Love, I believe it was, which is regarded as one of the best animated series. Yeah, best shows in Batman the animated series. Best shows, best episodes. So yeah, this is legit. These interviews are just Joker and Harley's origin story, basically. Except this version of Harley doesn't have the whole dumping her into chemicals and stuff, which was actually never a part of her original storyline. That was only, like, only newer ones have adapted it just so she retains her white skin. But, like, the Joker in this doesn't have white skin. I think it's just all makeup. And same thing with Harley. Right here, these are all the Scarecrow guys that we fought. These guys were all the skeletons that we fought. That were probably also under Scarecrow's control, and yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I don't know what the hell I'm standing on. I wanted to sort of shimmy onto this pole in order to get my back claw up there, but it didn't really work out. It's just funny that these are coded to even walk on. Down I go. But don't worry, I make it back up. There we go. Like I said, you could have gotten this when you had just the regular back claw. I actually could have done this when I went to go get Scarecrow. And there we are, we're at 75% of the challenges. Now, the challenges do include everything, like, collectible. They include the, and we could have gotten this kind of at any time of the explosive jail. They include the Chronicles of Arkham, the interview tapes, every little thing, even the Joker teeth. That's all that it includes. So, like, there's not, like, you don't, like, get the Riddler until, like, 99% of everything is done, because if you get all of the Chronicle of Arkhams except for the last one, it will still count as you getting all of Riddler's stuff.
More distracting.
Now we just see how this disgusting person is talking about people with mental health issues continues. This area kind of gave me, like, weird, like, I kind of cut it in this part of the episode, but, like, I don't know what the purpose of this room is. I don't know if it's just supposed to, like, throw you off, but yeah, it's just kind of here, and yeah, this kind of speaks for itself, I guess. It's just, I love how I flung it to the fucking side. But yeah, that little area, even though it's right next to the Chronicle of Arkham, you'd think it'd lead to something, but it actually doesn't. Right here, I believe that door was open, like, the entire time, because I don't remember, like, actually, like, getting rid of the electronic thing right there, but we got another Harley Quinn thing. This is my favorite Joker one, because you actually get, like, his position on things. He could be manipulating Harley, but he also could not be manipulating, you know? Like, I actually believe that Joker believes everything he's saying here.
I have nothing to hide. I laugh at the cruel absurdity of the world. But Batman, he's got them all fooled. He's made them think he can make a difference, that he can actually make things better. And the joke of it is, they all believe it.
Haha, so funny.
The police, the media, the frickin' Junior Rangers. Every last
Obviously, they're gonna believe it.
in this urban cesspool. Listen, sweets. Batman knows we're all on the same funhouse slide into madness. Why won't he admit it? He's up there in his belfry laughing at us. And the real gag is...
That is not true, though. He's genuinely feeling pity on all of the people that he takes. That's why he brings them to the asylum, so that they can get help. Also, I'm trying to get the camera here. Here we go. That part is manipulatory, though. Right here, this is the very beginning of the game. We could have gotten this, but we didn't have the ability to scan as of yet, as we pointed this out. I think I pointed this out in the very first episode, but there's, the Penguin. It's funny, because that's not how he looks in, Arkham City, but, you know, it is what it is. They didn't know, I guess, how they wanted to design him as of yet. Here we have more in the intensive care unit. I believe there's another Chronicle of Arkham.
I had a sudden pang of conscience.
This one is like, this one confirms that this dude suffers from crazy mental illness.
I asked
Which, I mean, you know, not to, you know, say anything wrong about people with mental illness, just saying, like, this guy needs as much help as the rest of them. Whoever's just the Chronicle of Arkham man. Oh no, did I leave that TV?
If I acted to save
Good, I didn't.
another. I left the confessional.
Yeah.
with
Is
my
it wrong to
soul
kill someone to save the world? Is it the right thing to do? Is a certain, pothead... Oh, I did miss a TV up there! Wait, do I go back and get it? A certain pot-headed hedgehog once said. Yep, I missed that TV. Gosh darn it! Alright. All of these are still in the intensive care unit. For some reason that didn't break when I wanted it to, and here we have, I believe, the last Harley Quinn tape.
You wanted? You did? I mean, good. How did you smuggle it in? Actually, I don't want to know.
I think the Harley Quinn tapes are honestly the best, but it's also, like, because it was taken from the animated series.
Give it here, then, quickly.
Not to say that this game's writing is bad. I praise the game's writing. And I think it actually fits into, like, what could actually be in a Batman show, cartoon, movie.
We've got ourselves a bat ticket.
Ducks out, Pudding. Say hello to
And I'm waiting to pick up this trophy for the thing to end. I love Joker's just, like, crazed, like, laughing at that point. Like, once he knows that he's fucking got Harley Quinn at his side. And she's calling herself Harley Quinn, you know? There we have the auto proximity detonation. I'm not really the biggest fan of using it, but, you know, it does help, in a sense. I mean, I don't really show it off that much. But, I mean, you'll see it in the next episode, but yeah. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Oh, yeah. I swear, like, the D-pad gives me such a hard time, you know? I think it's just because it is the PlayStation D-pad, and that each button is a different, like, thing, you know? It's not like this. No, it is like the Switch one. It's not like the Xbox one where it's all, like, one button connected. And I'm just getting the TVs. This is, like, the area where we first ran into Zaz. So there's a bunch of stuff that now we can go back and get with all the gadgets that we gotten. Also, I will be cutting away from Riddler trophies, like, once I, know that, like, I don't get anything, you know, if I get, like, something from it, like a trophy or another challenge, I'm gonna show that. But, if I just says, Riddler trophy got, and then that's it. This fucking TV didn't want to break. But look at this shit, right? That TV didn't want to break to the Batclaw, but it breaks to the Batarang. Maybe it was early in the game, so they didn't code it to do the Batclaw. This riddle is the treatment of Maxie Zeus, who apparently is the person that, like, started all of these, like, weird symbols and stuff. You see, like, the eye symbol that's on there. It's on the wall. Like, I don't know that much about Batman cult mythos to know what the fuck, who Maxie Zeus is, but that was her cell, I guess. They wanted to hide so much of her treatment there that they put it, like, beyond, like, a explodable wall. And we're still walking through the in-treatment area. Just breaking TVs. I could have probably cut this video by, like, 5 minutes if I didn't break any of these, or if I didn't show them all breaking these TVs, but it is essential for my journey in this game, and I'm sure you would all agree. So yeah, I have to stop it to even get that one. With that said, I believe that, and this you don't really need to get, because I believe that this was just for the gate that I'm standing in right there. That's why it's only like a one-trick thing, but I just did it anyway. And this is one of the first riddles that we had, like, not access to, but that we could have seen. That was Riddler's, you know, his little, that's where the Riddler was, like, celled when he was in Arkham. Coincidentally, it was in, like, the very first screen that we actually had, like, playtime in this game, which I think is pretty cool. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it for the intensive treatment unit. We got some more stuff outside. This one's right by the Botanical Gardens. This one is by Arkham North, that I could have gotten, like, very early in the beginning, but they kind of hide it. And now this one is very revealing. This Chronicle. Venomous green, a wonton creature. I thought it was wonton, like the soup.
Much less a woman.
So
The Bible says,
basically, right here, he's talking about poison ivy. You can kind of get that he's talking about poison ivy, which is crazy because, like, once again, it has to be somebody that we already know that has to be in this universe that's like putting these chronicles everywhere. But if that one was like kind of rotten, you know, it was like overgrown with vegetation, and like how like you know, like how is that, like how is it sitting there for that long, you know? If it was just like for like a recent thing, like a recent person. Then we got the Zaz trophy. I will be showing off the trophies and stuff, but not for like a while, like in an extra video. Speaking of challenges, I will be showing off challenge mode in its entirety, but I will only be doing like pretty much one challenge per episode, just so that I don't overwhelm myself with the amount of things that I have to do. Because I do tend to upload videos on the weekend if it falls in my schedule. You know, every 3 days I'll be doing the Fortnite video or another video. Now we're in the Arkham Mansion. There's not much stuff that I missed here. But this area has, I believe, the hardest, what do you call it? The hardest, Joker thief to find in the entire game. So that'll be at the very end of this area. And now we have the last tapes of the Scarecrow, which I could have probably gotten a lot earlier. I just decided not to. I don't know. Now, if you heard that, that was my chair. And I'm sitting in a nice leather chair that I got from my girlfriend, who I love very much. You know she's the right one when she buys you a whole ass gaming chair, like that. But I'm getting off topic. It's a little bit too personal. But now if I'm going to focus on the actual like voice clip, Scarecrow kind of hijacks the interview, and he uses his fear gas in his cologne.
Like I said, you're all part of my experiment now.
Honestly, I much prefer the delivery and like the speech of like the Scarecrow in the Arkham Knight. It's kind of jarring, like how different he is from his incarnation here, like as far as his voice and appearance goes. The appearance, it makes sense because he gets fucked up by Killer Croc, but like his voice changing and stuff like that kind of throws me off a little bit. But you know, it is what it is. They did 2 whole games in between Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight. You know, where Scarecrow wasn't even there. So I mean, you can't. No wait, yeah. That they wasn't even there, so of course they probably couldn't get the same voice actor to do it. And this is the last Scarecrow tape, where he's actually the one starting it. What was it revealing? Because they kind of just seems like the same things that each of your fear gases do, honestly. Come on, put him on. So now we know all these interviews are going on in the medical center. This is the only interview tape where the Batman himself makes an appearance. And this kind of also mirrors the Scarecrow episode in Batman the Animated Series. Again. Batman really roasted his ass. So yeah, Dr. Kellerman that was there, the doctor doing the interview, he actually just like played along with it just so that Scarecrow would think that he was able to, you know, get what he wants. Also, we got another blooper here. Yeah, I thought it would have gotten rid of the electrical gate, and I got caught on the wall. So that was a death. But in here we have a riddle that's been very peculiar for the entire game. This is the Hugo Strange file. If you actually read the Hugo Strange bio, it says that Batman is well aware that Hugo Strange knows who he is, but that kind of gets retconned in the next game. obviously. I mean, if you know anything about that game. Now here is the this Joker teeth that are like the hardest to find. I said like you might need like your remote control batarang to get these, but that is not true. So when you are in the area, the warden's like office, I believe, where Zaz almost killed Dr. Young and then Dr. Young died, there will be a small area where you can grapple up to. You might not notice it. It took me a minute, even when I knew it was there, like to kind of like actually find it. But yeah. So if you heard Joker teeth on the room below, this is where they were. They're just right above. It's like a really small opening. And with that, we have finished the Arkham Mansion. I believe the next place we're going to go to is the Botanical Gardens, which was not that much stuff there, because we were there, like, slowly at the end of the game. But, I actually didn't get the map here in this entire thing, so I had to go to this area first. Luckily, I remembered that this place was here. But this is the area with the map, but you need the amplified cryptographic sequencer in order to find this. This says, what coop? And it also says, my humble abode, which leads me to believe that this is where Joker stayed, but, like, I don't really understand that, you know? I guess this is where, like, he, was for the whole game while he was talking to us. Right here, I edited it out, but you can, pull down this wall right here. You need your Ultra Bat Claw in order to do so. And this is the last, riddle thing in that shitty area that I hate so much. And right here, I believe, is the last thing in the entire Botanical Gardens. So yeah, we didn't have that much in the Botanical Gardens to do. But we got a Chronicle of Arkham right here that thankfully we can scan without having to jump all the way over there. This one is up to interpretation, but I believe he's talking about the Joker here.
Listen to the disgusting words that came from his mouth. How can I let a dirty...
Not that there isn't really anything that makes you, like, confirm that it's Joker, but, like he's saying he's the cancer of the city. And, I mean, there's only one person that could be that detrimental to Gotham, and it's Joker. Just gonna try to readjust my position. That was the last of the Joker teeth. I believe it was Arkham West. Alright, and now here, we have another thing that I could have gotten. A lot of these are just, like, Ultra Bat Claws and cryptographic sequencer stuff that I could have gotten a while ago. I believe that now that I've played a little bit of Arkham City, to have it compared fresh into my mind, I want to amend a certain statement I might have made about Harley Quinn's voice actress. I believe in this and in Batman the Animated Series, she does a much better job than, Tara Strong, who voices Timmy Turner. Right here, we got some Scarecrow Fear Toxin barrels here for some reason. Because, like, I hear so much of fucking Timmy Turner when Tara Strong speaks as Harley Quinn, you know? It throws me off. She sounds like a child when she should just sound like Harley Quinn. And with that, that is all of the upgrades that we have. So you don't actually need to get all of the riddles in order to get all the upgrades. Hell, I don't even know if you need all of the riddles. You just need to get as much experience points with, beating people up. Now this one, I honestly don't know how I managed to get over here with this way, but there we go. I did, and doing that allowed me to get warped to the other side so I could get this riddle. I don't know the legit way to getting it. I mean, you gotta be on that building over there. But yeah, I guess you could just grapple up there. Sorry, I yawn. If I haven't eaten, I guess, when I do a recording session, I tend to yawn a lot more. But here we go, we're in the medical center now. Now this whole area has been just like, this was where we saw Harley Quinn with Gordon before, when she had him hostage.
Station interview 44.
And as you can see, after the fact, Riddler has left tapes behind. Somehow.
Whichever one he is, just being in his company is
So yeah, I don't necessarily believe that the Riddler is crazy, I just think, like, he's obsessed. Like, he's kind of obsessed with being smart. Which, I mean, you could say he's crazy for that, but, like, he's very, very intelligent. Like, he almost has, like, a slight mental tick. So I'm not going... There's a riddle in this room as well. It's on the wall right there. Another thing that says Bruce Wayne, which for some reason, when we scan this, we get Alfred's bio. I don't understand why, because it's not really directly related to Alfred, but it is what it is. So in Riddler's mind, he thinks that his riddles and death traps, like, they just weed out the weak and unintelligent. You know, the more I listen to Dr. Young's stuff, I don't think that she should have been here. You know, I don't think that she was the right person. I mean, if she didn't do her whole Titan shit, which I don't know how that relates to mental health in any way. Like, if she didn't do that, none of this stuff would have happened. The only way Joker, like, was able to do this plan was because of her Titan stuff.
The monster had a confederate.
So now this one deliberately, like, lets you know that it's Joker.
And saw with my own eyes one of
Because
the
this is
whispering.
this person
She
watching
looked at him through the
Harley Quinn
transparent barrier
talk with Joker.
with tenderness, with, dare I say, desire. My skin crawled with revulsion as she kissed the glass. Fighting the urge to dash the woman's head with the glass, I let her continue.
You shouldn't have let her continue. I mean, like, not to kill her, but, like, you should have fucking done some shit.
That will be useful once the
Up the damnable clown.
Executed. I'm sure the woman will reveal
Oh, that's why he wanted
what
to know
she
secrets.
knows to me. If not willingly, then certainly under electronic persuasion.
I don't think that would have worked
After
either.
that, a lobotomy, I think.
Lobotomy.
Unfortunate for one so young. But her lust.
This guy is legitimately, like, has, like, this weird god complex thing going.
Yes. A lobotomy.
Yes!
The very thing.
Now I'm starting to run out of things to talk about here. And we got, like, 20 minutes left on the clock. I sort of forget the medical center areas that I'm in at this point. But here we have more Chronicle of Arkham.
Yet again, I found myself watching him. No one can provide a cure.
And yeah, it's clear that right now that he's talking about the Joker. This was again in one of the... Oh, this was in the big stealth section where we told the doctors to barricade themselves in. Aha! Aha! So yeah, I definitely could have explored this area more. I could have gotten that way earlier, but alas, I did not. Also, right up here, if you look to the left over there, there was another grate I could have gone in. This just leads you to an elevator shaft. And then when you get to the elevator shaft, when you reach the bottom, you get to this little crawl space area, which leads us to a hideout for a certain villain. Or villainess, rather. Are you going to take your hat off to Harley? And there you see Harley's hat. And this is where Harley was staying. This is where she made her home here, I guess. She even has her Dr. Harleen Quinzel stuff. Why is Joker on the cover of a magazine, though? I don't understand that. There you go. This is actually a pretty cool room, though, honestly.
Nearly done. You cheating, looking them up on the internet. Tell me.
No, shut up! And no, I wasn't, actually. I did this by the books. I did this legit. I believe the first time I played this game all the way through 100%, I did look up some stuff for the riddles, but, like, only when I got up to this point and at the very end. Right here we have the fourth Riddler, thing. Yeah, you're in denial, douche. It is an obsession.
You know who he is?
More important, I know what he is.
What do you mean?
It's obvious. The mask, the weapons, the scare tactics. He's a criminal. No different than Joker, Two-Face, or myself.
Most people consider him a hero.
Most people are idiots. They can't see Batman for the villain he is.
So yeah, this is where Riddle gets riddled. Fuck. Fuck that guy, Riddle. This is when the Riddler gets really, like, upset, and it shows that his obsession with Batman. But yeah, he thinks that Batman stole money from criminals, rather than just thinking that he's rich. That's pretty stupid of a guy who claims that he's so smart.
Heaven, please, calm down.
Wake up, Gotham!
But he is that selfless. That's why he's the goddamn Batman. Alright, so now we are next getting the riddle, I believe. Next getting the riddle. Now we have to go into the area where we couldn't really do any sort of exploration at all. Where Bane was kept. However, I did walk like right past this fucking bear right before you get to Bane's area. So as you see, this is the room that Bane was kept in. Like I legit just walked right past all of this stuff. And so yeah, this is, you can see where Bane was tied up. I even like saw the video, like watched it back. I'm like, fuck, I really just missed that bear. That's like the clue that gets you to know that Bane is here. And this is the last interview tape as a whole.
Important work to be getting on with. He will be transferred to Dr. Whistler's care as of next week.
I don't know who Dr.
Good
Whistler
morning,
is.
Doctor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Edward. You're in a good mood.
I'm always in rare spirits when I'm about
So
to
yeah,
be released.
this tape lets you know that Riddler had a little inkling about what was going to go down.
First thing I'll do is have dinner at that Italian place on 19th Street. I only hope Joker hasn't
I forgot.
completely
Yeah,
grasped
that did glitch actually when I was working on
I'm sure
this.
I'll find out soon enough.
Wait, have you been in contact with the Joker?
So this was after the Joker escaped Arkham, his most recent time. This is what kind of occurred right after.
Oh,
Because
something
Riddler
about
was
a
still there.
surprise Party for Batman. I forget the rest. You know Joker. Yeah.
Edward, if you know anything, you have got to tell me. Lives could be at stake. What did Joker say?
You forget, Doctor. I'm the one who asks the riddles.
There you go. That's the end of Riddler as far as the voice tapes go. And that is the end of all voice tapes in general. Now this area isn't for a riddle, but like, why the fuck is there a head in a jar? Why? What is the purpose of this? Why is this here? Why is there just a head in a jar? This is not like any Joker goons put that there. That was just there. I had to break the fucking wall to get in here. Why? What is the purpose of that? This isn't fucking Futurama. They don't actually have heads in jars, alright? What the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Maybe that's like an Easter egg or something. I don't know. Maybe they are big fans of Futurama. I don't fucking know. Why the guy's head is in a jar, I will not even know. But there's the grate that I missed before when I went down the elevator shaft. Shaft. And we have the last Riddler trophy, I believe, of the medical center, except that I'm wrong. Excuse me. Maybe this isn't a Riddler trophy. Maybe it's just something else. Damn it, it's a Riddler trophy. I don't want to be wrong. I mean, you just open the grate, really, Riddler. I believe the medical facility was actually the most riddles that I missed in my initial, like, playthrough. I mean, not that I missed them, but it's just that, like, I didn't get them all. And we had another, it was just a Mackin right there. And now we're in the x-ray room, but this room is kind of creepy. I don't know why, but this room just kind of gives me the creeps. This is where Dr. Young was being held captive. The first time, at least. And, I believe this is, like, right above that area. We get another Chronicle of Arkham. This one is actually one of the most, interesting ones as of yet that we have gotten. The last few of them have been getting really interesting. It sucks that, like, the first beginning ones kind of are boring, but, like, as it gets to, like, the end, like, the third line, it, like, it works.
As I showed him the knife, I told him how I will use it, how I will cleanse this city, and then terror. I was paralyzed. I struggled. I screamed, but I was silent. The monster looked at me, expressionless. He ran my blade slowly across my
So, like, I don't understand what exactly
The
happened
smile
here.
cracked across his
Like, it must have been, like, Joker's, like, laughing gas or something.
Filth fall from his mouth. He laughed and called me that horrible name.
And there you go, that's all of them in the medical facility. Now, this one's kind of right outside. Ugh. Another Riddler trophy found. Oh no, this is by the entrance to the Batcave, actually, in the Arkham North side of things. I don't know how the fuck I missed this one, because I definitely had the explosive gel at this point. I just walked right past this whole ass door opening right here. Perhaps that might have been an episode that I missed, or that I just ran past all the riddles. I don't know. Come on, like, you know, like, this is because I wasn't, like, pulling, like, or tapping the button that hard, because, like, it just says mash X, but, like, not, like, hard, you know? Hard. Got another Riddler trophy here. I will say, a thing that I don't like about Arkham Asylum, I mean, Arkham City, actually, they don't have, like, the little, like, riddles about Batman's, like, his rogues gallery, really. It's just kind of just trophies and stuff, which is kind of boring. I mean, the fun aspect of it is supposed to be the you know, the actual conquering the riddles themselves. But over here we have in that big like section where that big platforming section above the Batcave and above the sewer, we have the riddle that you can very easily miss. But I could have actually gotten it in the very beginning of actually being in this area. Now that this area is done, we gotta go through, actually this was just all of the cave riddles, and we have that one riddle just off in the distance on an island. This one, you absolutely need to get the map in order to know, because how the fuck you're gonna know that something is there? Like, I don't know, but if you go the same way that you would go just to get out of this area from this way, you'll see that there's a little ledge over here. I have no idea how Riddler got here. I don't know how anybody put this fucking trophy there, but it was put there. And there you go. That's like the weirdest trophy location in the entire game, honestly. And I'm certain that you would only know to get that, like, after getting a map. Like, even I didn't know when I replaying this game which exact, like, location, like, rock area it is on. But that's it. That's all of the riddles of, like, just the area. And Batman just gets electrocuted just as he's doing this, and it doesn't do anything. Oh, well, then it did something. And now we have one of the riddles that's been plaguing me for, like, this entire time. Actually, these are the last riddles from the outside. This is Zaz counting on you finding his work. You need the amplifier to get that, and that Riddler trophy. Now, if we go in here to the penitentiary, which is the location of the final battle, the final party with Joker. And I don't think I have that much in the penitentiary, actually. A lot of these clips in the penitentiary, however, will be long because they are of, you know, Chronicles of Arkham, the last few ones. Right here, if we crawl through this long-ass space, we get this trophy. That's kind of very hard to even know that it's there. Right around yonder. Those are the two guys that were in that gaseous room. The room full of gas, and it is still full of gas. The only way to actually get it to not be full of gas is that you have to come back here with the Ultra Bat Claw. And for some reason it can reach over there. Even though I was pretty sure that we haven't reached that far, and when I have tried to reach that far, it just doesn't work out. I don't know. Alright, but now we make our way to the other side. Not only do we get, a riddle solved over here, we get a Riddler trophy, and we can clear the room of gas so that we can look in the entire room. But this again, since it's for the fan, you don't actually need your cryptographic sequencer. All you need is your trusty Batarang. Which I could have probably also done that from the other side too, but whatever. Yeah, then we get the props from that guys, because those guys couldn't do a fucking thing. And there we have it. I believe that's the last challenge that we've unlocked, Invisible Predator. Now over here, this is the room that Harley trapped us in. With the bomb. Trapped those two guards. And on the other side of here is the Chronicle of Arkham, submerged in the water.
It must have been Crane.
And yeah, now he just deliberately says Crane.
I'm losing patience. You're cheating.
And now, since we've gotten almost all the Riddler stuff done, we've somehow, that awakens the the true area of where the Riddler is. There's only about 3 things left as far as Riddler goes that we need to get. But here I will
It
play
must have been Crane.
that.
Another one who doesn't.
So yeah,
deserve
apparently
to
Crane's
live.
gas caused
Why
Joker
do these
to
people thrive
escape.
on chaos? Joker in particular.
And now he's just
desired
speaking in his normal
and
voice,
since his escape,
and
no doubt wreak it upon my
just
city.
like
I
mentioning
feel
everybody
this
by
is the
name,
end for my
and mentions
rivalry.
his escape.
Joker
So yeah,
will be recaptured.
the reason why
My story
Joker
will
escaped
be
in the
told.
first place,
I
his
am
most
not
recent
afraid.
attempt, was because this
If
person
Arkham
went in to kill him,
becomes my city,
and the fear gas that Crane
then I
let
will
in,
know I
sure,
did
like,
my
made him
best.
shiver and freeze, and Joker
I
was
will
able to take
be
advantage of that.
remembered.
And here we have the last riddle that opens up a bio.
How did you do it?
I mean, it just says Prometheus. It's not really that difficult. So yeah, now we have all of the character bios. Da 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 da! Yeah! As I do a little arm jerk right there, and we have the last question mark set up. That's a line, you mungus. Alright, and now this is that area that was blocked with electric water. We can just take care of all that. Come on. I like how this one by far was like the hardest one for me to do for some reason out of all this, the cryptographs in this video. There we go. Once we've done that, we can look at our final journal entry in the Chronicle of Arkham.
I am the spirit of Ahmed.
What?
But before we
You
listen
did
to it,
You must have cheated. There
We've
is
beaten
no
the
way you
Riddler,
could have
guys.
beaten me.
Yep,
well,
we did.
You asked for it, Batman. My final challenge for the whole of Gotham is just seconds away. What? Sirens. The police. You cheated, Batman. You couldn't have outsmarted me.
but I did. But I did. But I did. Fuck you, Riddler. Fuck you. Fuck you, Riddler. Fuck you. Fuck you, Riddler. Fuck you.
Tell me, how did you work out where I was? Do you hear me?
That's a good question. I don't know how I worked out how, but it's just by means of completion. And there you go. Riddler is Dookie. And now, what we have last to do, we look at all of these. They're all completed. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Every single riddle has been taken care of. You might be wondering, well, there's one more Chronicle of Arkham. And, well, trust me, I'm not done yet. We'll be getting to that. Right now, as you can see, I'm going to be going over the character bio. And we can listen to the Spirit of Arkham. And as you see, there's a shadow there on this one.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Even though Amadeus had long
Amadeus,
since
Amadeus.
passed, his spirit
Amadeus,
lived
Amadeus.
on,
Oh,
surviving,
Amadeus.
moving through the walls of his asylum. When it chose me, I felt proud. I was honored to continue his work, to cleanse this
I like how
city. If you
the
are
ones toward,
strong
like, they're all
willed
kind of like
to follow
sideways
my
as well.
tale,
They're not all straight.
you are strong-minded enough to deduce my identity.
Anybody is fucking strong enough to deduce your identity. I thought, when I was a kid, figured out who it was from the very beginning. Like, just because it sounds similar to that person's voice.
Why did the warden take off so quick? I thought you told him to stay put.
Thank you, Clayface, for that amazing information. So yeah, we did tell the warden to stay put, but when we go back to see where the warden is... Look at all that shit. Yep. That's right. Easiest fucking guessing game in the world. It's Quincy Sharp.
The spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have
Like,
done well to decipher my story.
He's a piece of shit. Like, you could have told he was a piece of shit from the very fucking beginning. Like, he's such a... Like, even when we left him, he was like, yes, you can have a person of my stature. Which is fucking, like, egotistical god complex. He's just as bad as Riddler, as Joker, as all them fucking people.
Continue my
Quincy
work.
Sharp is an absolute scum diddly But But there we go, guys. That's it. That's all the riddles. So next time, in Batman Arkham Asylum, we're gonna be taking on the Joker. We're gonna be heading to the party and wrapping up this game as a whole. Except for the challenges. You'll still see those challenges coming up. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this episode, to the end of the Arkham series. You know, it's been a fun ride, and I'm glad that we're gonna be able to, you know, wrap this thing up with a nice big old bow. So I'll leave you here with the combination of the two guys from Seinfeld without glasses, I guess. Alright. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys all for watching. Have yourselves a great night, day, whatever this might be for y'all. And yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. See you in the finale. So yeah, now we have a big boss fight. Alright, so what do we gotta do here is we gotta avoid when she puts these things down at the bottom like that. If you get caught in that, you will get fined and you'll have to tap repeatedly in order to avoid getting hit. This is an actual boss fight, as opposed to the other shit that we've been seeing, although it kind of also is a little disappointing for other reasons, but you'll see why. I believe this is the longest boss fight in the game, just going by if you just play it normally. Although I could be wrong. I had a decent amount of trouble when I first had this boss encounter the first time. But it isn't that challenging. But at least it's a boss fight, unlike whatever the Killer Croc shit was.